Right now, in your fast track to the top of the hour, at least 4 people are dead and hundreds more hurt after a massive earthquake hit Taiwan overnight.
This is the strongest earthquake to hit the island in more than 2 decades, according to officials there. Jared Hill has the latest information this morning.
In Taiwan, huge buildings left leaning after a massive 7.4 magnitude earthquake struck near the city of Hualien early Wednesday morning. Multiple people had to be rescued from collapsing structures following the strongest earthquake to impact the island in nearly 25 years. This woman said it felt so terrifying because it's been so long. The epicenter of the earthquake, which sparked landslides, destroyed buildings, and knocked out power, hit just off the eastern coast of Taiwan, prompting Japan at one point to issue a tsunami warning for parts of that country as well. Students and residents in the Japanese city of Okinawa sent seeking higher ground. While the quake may have been thousands of miles away from the U.S., it's hitting home for Taiwanese Americans.
We're in shock, and just because the scale of the earthquake is tremendous.
My mom was so scared. My mom was even crying, and then I told her to hide under the table.
No stranger to smaller tremors, Taiwanese authorities said they'd only expected a relatively mild magnitude 4 quake, not 7+, so authorities didn't send out alerts. Jared Hill, CBS News.
And according to reports this morning, dozens of people still remain trapped as a result of that massive quake.
Japanese authorities have offered support and assistance to those impacted by the disaster. A Grand Forks man facing several charges related to an alleged assault of a minor is expected to be in court today. Jawan Stafford is accused of holding down a girl and assaulting her in her bedroom back on February 20th. He says he was pretending to be a burglar.
Stafford's charges include felony, gross sexual imposition, child abuse, and felonious restraint. He is expected in Grand Forks County Court at 1:30 this afternoon. On to recent developments on a story we have been following here for months about a young child who says she was raped by multiple men in Bemidji.
Yesterday, Beltrami County Attorney David Hansen announcing he is dropping the sexual assault charge against the only man ever charged in this case, Oscar Luna. Last September, an 11-year-old girl reported she was tied up and sexually assaulted by multiple men in a house that matched the description of this one in Bemidji.
Inside, authorities say they found 11 men who were processed as undocumented immigrants, along with the U.S. citizen from Texas named Oscar Luna. The attorney says DNA collected from the girl proves that she was sexually assaulted. However, that DNA does not match any of the men from that house.
Hansen says this case involves a little girl who experienced an unthinkable trauma. And for the prosecution to conclude with an outcome of no charges is itself another trauma, both for the victim and for all of the individuals who have put their hearts and souls into this case.
3 people have been arrested in connection to yesterday morning's stolen vehicle crash in South Fargo. It all happened near Lewis and Clark Elementary School. They are 18-year-old Landrew Azur of Cheyenne, 23-year-old Kiara Lovejoy from Bismarck, and 31-year-old Kyle Mayshock, also from Bismarck.
They face an array of charges ranging from fleeing to stealing a vehicle to firearms and possession of meth. Just before 10 a.m. yesterday, police got the report of a white pickup crashing into a fence near I-94 and the pedestrian bridge.
Police say those involved took off running right afterwards. Officers then set up a perimeter, bringing in a canine unit. The search sent that nearby school into a lockdown. Neighbors say they heard the crash and watched it all unfold.
We live just a few houses down. I called her when I heard about the accident, and she said she heard it from inside the house. And I was 10 minutes away, and I think by the time I got here, there was 4 or 5 blocks surrounded. Showed up, and there was a car trying to get on the interstate. He didn't make it.
You can read more on this story on your free VNL News app. Time now for a check-in on our Storm Team forecast. We're brightening things up this morning at 6:52 and sending things right on over to meteorologist Lisa Green. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Today, starting off on a pleasant note in a lot of places with some clear skies in the north. Some of us in the south have more overcast or even a little bit of fog going on this morning, but overall quiet. You can see on our radar and satellite map here, not a lot going on aside from those low-level clouds for some of us. As we take a look in the Devil's Lake area, it's nice and bright and clear up north. You can even see the crescent moon rising at the top right-hand corner of the screen there. And more of us will see this clear clearing like we're seeing here on our sky cam there. So be on the lookout for more of that sun. You could see some birds flying by there too. Looking at 52 degrees, or 32 degrees rather, in Fargo. We're working our way to that for later today. In Grand Forks, we are at 24 degrees. In Devil's Lake, 23, one of our cooler spots with the clearing that we've had overnight there. And wind is out of the north or northwest, and we're seeing wind speeds into the teens at times. Gusts will get stronger than that as we make our way into the afternoon today. So we've got another big jackpot today with the Powerball lottery surpassing $1 billion in the drawings tonight. So that would give you some forecast numbers here for today. We're looking at conditions that are going to be starting in the 30s this morning, and you can see those temperatures will be rising by the afternoon, getting into the 50s for us. And then heading into tonight, temperatures dip back into the 40s. But looking at sunnier skies again by the time we get into the afternoon, and some breezy conditions that develop today, so that wind will be a little more blustery later on. Into the rest of the week, you might feel like you've won the lottery. Temperatures back to 60 degrees here for Friday and into the weekend. We are seeing more 60s for Saturday. Sunday and Monday will be the days that we are watching out for our next chance for some rain and a little bit of cloud cover too. But our temperatures remain warm. Even as we move into next week, we'll continue to see those numbers go up.
Oh, we love that, huh?
Going to be pretty nice here. Average high today is 47. We're well above that each day in your 11-day planner.
Incredible.
Love to hear that. Thank you, Lisa. Well, sound immersion therapy has been used to soothe nervous systems for over 5,000 years, using Himalayan singing bowls and sonic vibrations.
And when you combine the ancient practice with a modern day wine tasting, you've got the recipe for the ultimate night of relaxation. We're learning all about it live this morning with the Valley Today's Tatum Miller, who's at Cellar 624 with all the details. Good morning.
Good morning, guys. I'm here live with Ashley Service with Cellar 624, and we're in this beautiful room. We've got this gorgeous wine wall behind us. Ashley, can you tell me a little bit about what we're looking at?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to be the whites portion of the wall, and then it just gradually goes all the way over to reds. But it's kind of organized by, we have our sparkling wines here, and then we go into some of our lighter whites like our Pinot Grigios, Sauv Blancs. Then I have some of the sweet stuff, and then we have our Chardonnays, some of our old world style wines, and then Chardonnays, and then up to rosés. So
I love it. Do you have a favorite on this wall?
that's a really hard question, but one of my newest favorites is probably going to be the Piatelli Torrontés. It's out of Argentina. It's really good. It's got like some citrus notes, some peach, very easy drinking, kind of like an everyday wine.
Sounds delicious. And I know you're open to the public on Wednesdays, but you're mainly an event venue.
Yes.
So what kind of events are you booking?
Well, like for example, this week we have our wine and sound event, and then we do, we have a wedding on Friday, and then we have I'm trying to think, bridal shower, and then we have a private birthday dinner. We have another community style event on Sunday, but it's, showers, bachelorette parties. I've done private tastings for that. A lot of birthdays, anniversaries, graduations are coming up. Corporate events, a lot of meetings, things like that.
Amazing. So we can book it all here, have this gorgeous space to work with. Where can we find you for more information and booking?
Cellar624.com is probably the easiest. Otherwise, social media, Cellar624 is all you have to type in. Instagram or Facebook is where we're most prevalent.
All right. Amazing. Thank you so much, Ashley.
Thank you.
So if you can't come to the wine tasting tomorrow evening, we'll be here on Wednesdays, and you can even book your private events. I'm Tatum Miller for Valley News Live. Back to you guys at the studio.
Oh, sign me up. That sounds pretty incredible. Thank you for a live look this morning, Tatum. And you at home can join Cellar 624 and Resonant Sound Healing at the wine tasting and sound immersion event. It is happening tomorrow from 6:30 to 8:30. Ticket information can be found on their Facebook page.
Well, a new event venue is coming to Fargo, but not without some concerns. The Planning Commission voted unanimously last night to give 701 Collective LLC and Jade Presents a conditional use permit for an outdoor event space to 1329 Fifth Avenue North. That's near downtown.
But they're bringing up a number of concerns now about noise, pedestrian safety, and even parking.
I think they had 460 parking spots in the yellow lots. Is that correct? 420. Okay. That's still a lot of parking on site, and there really is there's very limited street parking in this area, and there's really limited parking lots available. So I think the way people are going to get there is on foot.
You can read much more about this and take a look at the full proposal that was approved on your VNL News app.
You can download and use it for free. Just search VNL News in the App Store today. Well, with warmer weather on the way, golf courses across the region are opening this week.
4. Some are even opening up this morning. Moorhead Parks and Recreation is opening the driving ranges at both Village Green and the Meadows. That's happening at 9 a.m. today. And then both courses will fully open at 11 a.m. on Friday.
And in Fargo, driving ranges and practice facilities at Rose Creek, Osgood, and Edgewood public golf courses are opening at 10 on Friday morning. All 18 holes at Rose Creek will open at noon on Friday.
They plan to make an announcement when the remaining courses are also ready to open.
A West Fargo family is in Washington, D.C. on a very fun trip.
Yeah, pretty incredible. They were invited to the White House to see their son's Easter egg design, which is being displayed there. Graham Plath won an egg design contest through the National Guard. Not only did he get to see the egg on display, he got to participate in that traditional Easter egg roll event.
Yeah, very cool. The family will return to Fargo tonight. You can hear from them right here on Valley News Live later this week.
Well, the Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start. In the meantime, we hope you have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for waking up and joining us here on the Valley today. My name is Ashlyn Hill.
And I'm Alex Larson. Take care.